Hi people, Marino welcome back here again as always, and as usual. Yeah, ignore the thingy in the background. I'm in traffic. I just wanted to post, I think, I don't want to say the last update, but if it's not, either way an update in relation to the whole thing regarding Barbatos. I've noticed since everything has already been fully completed, like since a couple of weeks ago approximately, that something that I've struggled with my entire life, specifically neurosis. People that follow me know what time it is. Neurosis, look up what neurosis is. I'm not going to explain what neurosis is. Bottom line is that neurosis is also part of my strength as a magician, as an occultist. So with the good comes the bad, and with my own spiritual strength increasing, etc. Since I first started out as an occultist, my level of neurosis increased, essentially getting flashes about negative things in my life and whatnot. See a video called the toll it takes to be me, the toll that it takes to be me. Essentially I just rage and fume, and or better said fume and rage, just immensely, as my power increases, and I get flashes of negative moments in my head, enemies, people that took advantage of me when I was in a vulnerable position or when I was just outright vulnerable, stuff like that. I just, to the point where I just start fuming and rage and like just randomly throughout the day. I've been noticing ever since this project with Barbatos, ever since it's been completed, is that the level of neurosis has gone down substantially. We're talking about roughly estimated between like anywhere between 50% and 80%. I rarely have neurotic fits anymore. Essentially fits of throwing temper tantrums, but I have like neurotic tantrums, if you will, or fits of neurosis. Those fits went down substantially to the point where I'm rarely angry or fuming throughout the day. It only happens at a light or to a light extent or slightly. And when it does so, it's usually in the morning when I just wake up, or when I wake up, either way, whether it is right after, of course, when having gone to sleep. Literally, just if I take a nap, for example, and I wake up, briefly I get neurosis come over me. And only for like 15 minutes or half an hour at most, I feel like, grumpy. Usually I'm grumpy because of the slight neurosis. And I like go on these tirades or rants where I essentially talk to myself. It's not really talking to myself, but I think out loud, which I do often compared to the average person. But I've noticed that talking to myself slightly has gone up, but only it's gone up, but at the same time it's gone down as well, in the sense that or what I mean by that is that it's gone down specifically in relation to when I have a project, for example, a project involving something, or a project involving someone else, a target, for example. I noticed that, for example, if the target thinks about me, that I can sense it, in a matter of speaking, and the idea of the person comes to my mind, or just plain comes to mind, and at the same time I'm prompted to vocalize myself. I'm prompted to vocalize myself, so express myself verbally about the person, specifically in relation to things regarding the person, despite the fact that I'm already aware of this, something that I've already repeated to myself, essentially. So pronouncing a repeated thought out loud. So yeah, that's essentially it. So it's good news. I was initially going to say good news and bad news, but it isn't. It's literally just straight up good news, period. So that's it. Good stuff. Oh boy, I'm so happy. It's just like I'm so happy, honestly, but I'm happy in moderation, because I already made my peace back in the day that this is the way things are gonna be pretty much for the rest of my life. Neurosis will never go away. It'll keep being the way it is. It's okay with that. With the good comes the bad. I can't have it both ways. But like I said, I've noticed that it has gone down to the point where it's barely existent. It's pretty much non-existent for me anymore. And that's great. Like I said, I'm happy, but I'm happy in moderation for no specific reason, other than what I already mentioned. I had already made my peace with it in theory, but I'm just feeling so good right now, just when thinking about it. I've noticed that lately things are pretty relaxed for me. I'm pretty chill, in case people haven't noticed that about me compared to back in the day. I'm not as intense anymore. Like, I don't seem like I'm on edge anymore. I'm like relaxed and laid back, and that's why.